SOCOM 3 is a military-themed shooter for the PlayStation 2 that combines a solid single-player campaign with online 32-player multiplayer that's a blast to play. As the name suggests, this is the third game in a long-running series from Zipper Interactive, and this third edition includes drivable vehicles, massive maps, the ability to swim, and some new game modes. Though a lot of things have changed, longtime veterans of the series should feel right at home with a gameplay engine that nails down a solid feel for movement and shooting. For the single-player campaign, you take the role of a squad leader for a 4-man team of elite Navy SEALs. You'll command your troops across 3 campaigns in places like North Africa, South Asia, and Poland. You'll rescue prisoners, ambush convoys, capture enemy officers, and of course, shoot a whole lot of dudes in the face. The maps in the game are quite large, so you'll have the ability to get in and out of vehicles like Humvees, trucks, or even heavily armed attack boats. You'll need all the firepower you can get though, as you'll sometimes have to square off against tanks or large groups of enemies. The core gameplay in SOCOM 3 feels tight and well balanced. Actually shooting the weapons is very satisfying, and you get a lot of nice feedback from when you do shoot your enemies, like blood spray, and great animations from the characters getting hit. Since the maps are real large, you'll go through a number of checkpoints where your game is saved, and you and your teammates get automatically supplied with more ammo and get healed. This does make the single-player game a bit easy, but it also prevents you from getting frustrated from having to replay stuff over and over again. The online aspect of SOCOM 3 is really where the meat of the game is. You'll have access to a lot of the same vehicles as in the single-player campaign, and sometimes you'll even get to drive tanks around. About 12 different, well-designed maps are available, along with an array of different game modes like Breach, Escort, and Extraction. Some new game modes like Convoy have also been added, but for now, most players seem to be stuck on the regular demolition and suppression modes that have been a long standby of the series. The game supports up to 32 players online, and for the most part, the connection in such games is pretty smooth. SOCOM 3 looks pretty good for a PlayStation 2 game, although texture details can get somewhat muddy when you look at terrain or characters up close. The vast size of the maps is definitely cool, and there's a lot of nice details in the environments and the buildings. The campaign includes a lot of nice cutscenes to move the story along as well. The game also excels in the sound department, with a good amount of speech from your teammates and sharp weapon and explosion sound effects. Overall, if you're looking for a great single and multiplayer shooter for your PlayStation 2, SOCOM 3 is definitely the choice for this season.